Okay, now we're going to do another taping that's going to help with that forward head process, reversing that. So we're going to shorten a lengthened muscle, and these get very weak. So the muscles in the front shorten, trapezius, pectoralis muscles get shortened, and up there they're a lot more powerful than the muscles on the back that are lengthened. So we need to really support the muscles in the back to really pull them back to help reverse this process. So we're going to do the lower trapezius muscle, which is antagonistic to the pectoralis muscles. And so I'm going to have Bria reach across with her shoulder and then twist as far as you can. Good. And then put her in a stretch position so we don't make her feel like she's restricted in her motion. And then I'm just going to establish my therapeutic zone. Okay, now you can go back to the place you were, Bria, if you want to, or stay in that position. I'll do my taping. This is what we call another functional correction, but with a couple of tails. We call them X tails. So this is going to help disperse tension. And so we're going to put our base here. And this is going to, again, shorten the latissimus lower lats. There's three parts of the lat, and this is the lower part. And it's going to help to pull the scapula, the shoulder blade back here, which is going to help stretch out the pec right away. So I'm going to go across the spine on the opposite side of the spine. Go ahead and stretch, Bria, again, back and up, and then turn as far as you can. Good. Put her in a lengthened position. Go across the spine. I'll put my appropriate tension on tape up to the edge of that therapeutic zone. Create a little bit of heat here to accelerate the gluing process of the tape. And then go ahead and get my tails. Dispense some of the tension on the tape. Just about done. Now this tape is going to stay on for up to 5 days, and then when she takes it off, it's going to be something where she uses olive oil or baby oil or vegetable oil. And what you do is you go ahead and come back to the original position, relax. What you do is you go ahead and just pull up the tape perpendicular to the skin and then push the skin away from the tape. First apply the oil and then push off. Now sometimes in the shower it might come off easier too after 5 days. Either way. So you can see now, we're shortening this process. It's pulling back the chest. All right, let's move on to the next taping. Infraspinatus taping, which is usually in a lengthened position when it comes to forward head, and the arms internally rotated in the front. So again, it's antagonistic to the pectoralis muscles. So we're going to do an application that's going to help to shorten them. Again, externally rotating or rotating the shoulder out, stretch her out. So now she's in the appropriate position, and I'm going to create my therapeutic zone. Now this is an awesome taping that feels really good right away. A lot of these tapings just feel like, oh, it feels like great relief right away. This one and the serratus one, which I'll do in a few minutes here, are tapings that you know are pulling you back and supporting you but not restricting your range of motion. So it's not like other tapings, like the McConnell taping that just make you atrophy, and that does not do anybody any good. So that kind of taping restricts your range of motion, but is applicable with highly damaged tissue or joints. But that's not the case here. We're looking at reshaping the orientation of the spine and the muscles through orientation of their length, and also the fascia associated with that. So we're going to apply the tape now. I need you to go ahead and just push your body into me. There you go. And then I'm going to stretch the tape. Get it here, and then apply the rest of the tape here. And then she's going to have that constant recoil. The tape is going to come back this way and then rotate that arm back out. But again, she's in a stretch position, so she won't feel restricted in her motion or range of motion. All right, that's the infraspinatus taping. Let's move on. Okay, now we're going to do another taping application called the serratus anterior application. That's the muscle. And that one gets into another lengthened position, just like the infraspinatus in the lower trap. So we're helping to stretch out those pecs, bring the shoulder down, and then that'll help the neck lengthening up, and then also bringing the head back. So we want to bring the head back over the neck back over the shoulders. And these muscles are really responsible for a lot of that. So let's reverse the process. Okay, so go ahead into the serratus position then, Bria. Did a little coaching beforehand. And so I'm going to create my therapeutic zone. And this is going to really pull that shoulder back from like this to like this right away. So you really feel this taping. And it just feels good. Again, this taping stays on from 3 to 5 days. When you take it up with baby oil or olive oil, whatever your best oil is, and then apply the oil and then pull off the taping by keeping pressure on the tape and pushing on the skin, thereby pulling the tape away from the skin. Okay, so I'm going to apply my tension on tape. Adhesion process going. And most athletes love the green tape. It's good stuff. Sticks like glue. But it comes out very nicely when they need to. Okay, go ahead and bring your arm down. Does it feel like that tape was pulling you back? It does. Yep. So it brings the shoulder from this position back to this position. So it helps to stretch all that out. And helps to bring that shoulder blade that was out here, as you remember on the table, back. Because this muscle attaches to the ribs, goes underneath the shoulder blade and attaches to this, what we call the medial border of the scapula. So it's doing this rotation right here. So, all right, let's move on to the trapezius application. All right, now we're going to go to the trapezius taping, kinesio taping, and this is one of the major muscles in that forward head process. We call upper crust syndrome process, according to Eric Dalton. Go to www.ericdalton.com. You'll learn a lot about this stuff on forward head syndrome, as well as lower crust syndrome, with the hips rotating forward, and we do a lot of kinesio taping and body work for that as well. Working on the trapezius, which is one of the two main engine muscles, if you will, shortening. So it shortens up like this, and you look down, and then we get this lordosis, and then we want to reverse that process by bringing the shoulders back, shoulders down, and then the head is able to pick up. And so what we do is lengthen this muscle out from its shortened state. So Bria, go ahead into your position. She's going to turn her head to the left, and then down, then reach down with her arm, putting her into a stretch position. And I'm going to create my therapeutic zone. And this is going to lengthen the shortened muscles versus all the muscles I've done so far are helping to shorten the muscles. So this one's going to lengthen. We call it inhibition. So we're inhibiting the muscle from its shortened position. All right, stretch yourself out there. And now I'm just now I won't put any tension on tape, just the tension on tape that already exists from the taping. And we get it right up into the base of the neck there. We apply the tape. So we have several different attachments that are really affecting in the base of the neck here, through the spine, and up to the base of the head, close to the base of the head, because it also attaches on the skull. So through the different attachments of the trapezius. And then it ends out here. So, all right, so now we've done two trapezius muscles, the lower one and the upper one. Those are two of the major muscles, but one lengthens, so we shorten it, the other one shortens, so we lengthen it. All right, that's the trapezius, upper trapezius application. And you want to, we can't really say how often we're going to kinesio tape, so we have to do the body work every time to do our assessments. So we do our assessments, do the body work, and then I can tell a person if they need the taping as needed, because we never want to over-treat. Only treat what actually needs to be